Good afternoon, everybody. It is T with Arizona Riders Club. Let me just get some particulars wrapped up here, make sure we are streaming. So we are ready to go. All right, it's just going to take me a quick second here. Let's go to the live button. Okay, it hasn't actually popped up yet. Let's give it a quick sec. Am I streaming? Yes, it looks like we're streaming. And we're going to record as well, just so we can share that with the rest of my social media platforms. It's looking good so far, guys. I am very happy. I've got quite a few new subscribers, and I thank all of you for joining the squad, all you new riders out there. All right. So we've got a topic, as you can see on the screen. Again, I'm just trying to get straight. You know what I've been trying to do? Trying to be prepared when I start my lives, but it never works out that way. So please just bear with me for a quick sec, and then we will get it started. All right, here we go. Trying to get this OBS software thing popping, but it seems to be that it is really giving me some trouble. So I can't really figure out how to add the chat feature to where I can see the chats. It just goes blank for some reason, but we'll get that fixed out. Neither here nor there, right? Okay, looks like we are live. Okay, let's go live chat. All right, see if anybody's in the house. Not yet. Okay, let's make it happen. Okay, we are going to talk about the top 10 and bottom 10 depreciating vehicles for 2023. Now, obviously, this is last year. We don't have those statistics out yet, but we are definitely going to have a conversation. Okay, let's see if I'm going to put a little message in here right quick. All right, looks like it's popping. Okay, so top 10 cars that hold their values the best. Now, I'm on iccars.com. Let me know how credible you guys think this is. This article was written November 8th, 2022. Let's get right into it. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are my manners? If you could, share this video, hit that like button, and subscribe. Share it with all your friends. All right, we're going to skip the particulars here and get straight to the nitty gritty. All right, top 10 vehicles with the lowest 5-year depreciation from IC Cars study. Number one, Jeep Wrangler. Average 5-year depreciation 7.3%. Average dollar difference from MSRP $2,361. Now, I'm going to tell you straight off the bat that every time I see a Jeep Wrangler at the auction, they go for a substantial amount of money. I've never seen a cheap Jeep Wrangler ever. Um, and they could be pretty old too. I'm talking, early 2000s. They're still going for a lot of money. I heard that there are some durability issues with it. However, most of the people who own or want a Jeep Wrangler are off-road heads, right? LB, you know who you are. A couple of my other guys, J Rock, you know who you are. Dirty Dust Demons out there. So, Jeep Wrangler, let's take a look. Let's pull it up while we're here, right? Take a look at the picture. I'm pretty sure you all know what a Jeep Wrangler looks like, but just in case you don't, what do you guys prefer? Do you like the soft top, the hard top? When those things, when you take that top off, like this picture right here with this purple, man, those things look awesome. They've got the Rubicon that is crazy. They got the, what was the other one? I just saw it at the car show. I cannot remember the name of it, but they have two or three models that, oh, the Sahara, that's what it was. Yeah, that Rubicon looks crazy though. So that's number one, guys. Number two, Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. What did I say? Jeep Wranglers hold their value. All right. The Unlimited is at 8.7% average depreciation over 5 years and $3,344 average dollar difference from the MSRP. Porsche 911. All right, my brother's gonna go nuts when he sees this video. Do you know what's cracking? One of his favorite cars is that Porsche 911. I love the way they look, pretty much bulletproof. And oh, yes, look at how round and nice that thing looks. Oh, you can't go wrong with the 911 Carrera. Um, I wouldn't mind purchasing one of these. I've been keeping my eye out for one a little bit later model. I'm sorry, I should say earlier model, 2000, 2005, 2007, something around there. They are very, very pricey, and we could see why because it's the third car on the list with the top appreciation, or I'm sorry, that holds their value. Not appreciation, but does not, it has low depreciation, and it's at 14.6% at $20,634 from MSRP. Think about that, guys. In 5 years, you've lost 15% of this car. Now, we're going to show you some heavy hitters when it comes to the actual most depreciation, but let's stick to the topic. Toyota Tacoma, great truck. 14.9% average depreciation over 5 years. Give me a quick second. Make sure the chat didn't conk out on me. All right, we're still there. Toyota Tacoma, 14.9% at $5,926 from MSRP. Let's take a look. I do like the look of these trucks. They are really, really nice trucks. Yeah, that grill looks really good. I like this grill right here. That grill looks amazing. You got the Toyota badge, but I like they say a picture is worth 1,000 words. A symbol is worth 1,000 pictures. So think about that when it comes to marketing, right? Yeah, some of these things look hard, super hard. Take a look at this baby blue one, all decked out, tow hitch up front, rack on top. Do we see a little KC floodlights up there, up yonder? Yes, sir, we do. All right, Honda Civic, classic. Everybody knows about the Honda Civic. I think they have kind of slowed down a little bit. They have more competition when it comes to Toyota, when it comes to Subaru. What else? What else? Hyundai, Kia. Uh, there was a craze for Honda Civics from, I want to say, 95 to about 2005, so about 10 years. It was insane. Everybody wanted a Honda Civic. They used to mod these things up. You have the sounding like rice rockets. Some of them were really, really fast though, so you had to watch your step if you were racing back from 2005 to 2010 because you could definitely get got. But I think that desire for the Honda Civic has definitely kind of slowed down. And I think one of the problems is Honda moved away from the performance aspect of it and went more into like the everyday economic sedan, small sedan. And I don't think that was a good idea. I think they should have. Well, I know that they have a model that is like Type R or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it's a more sporty model. However, um, they should have got an engineer to design this thing a little bit better because I definitely don't like the way that they look. I mean, my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. All right. 16.3% at 4,237 from MSRP. Subaru BRZ, we just mentioned that. Those Subarus came through. And I do like the way that they look. These BRZs are nice, they're fast, they're nimble. That is a sports car. Now, when you mod it up, throw a tail on there, throw a graphics kit, I'm sorry, a ground effects kit, airbag that thing out, wide body that thing out. These things look really, really good. And it's good to know that these things hold their value that much. 18.2%, $5,985 MSRP. So we're talking about $1,200 per year, right? This car is losing $1,200 per year. Think about that for a quick second. Now we all know that most vehicles are depreciating assets, right? But are we really worried about $5,000 of depreciation? Some people may say yes. Me personally, no. All right. And that's exactly why I specifically look for cars that are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 15 years old because that depreciation's already gone. So you're getting these cars for a really good deal, right? One of my all-time favorites. Let's move right up to that American muscle, guys. Ford Mustang. Doesn't get much better than a Ford Mustang. Every time I talk about Mustang, there's a tear of a Chevy guy that just comes across the screen. I wish I had sound effects or something. 19.4%. Whew, 20%. Now we're getting into the area where, okay, now we have to start caring about that depreciation. Still only $7,500 from MSRP, but 20% depreciation in 5 years. That's smacks. That smacks for real. You know it. You're thinking to yourself, T, are you going to take a look at that thing? That beautiful pony? Of course we are. Give me a second, guys. Hold your horses. You know what I did there. Ooh wee, that Shelby GT 500. Now, guys, we're not talking about the Shelby GT 500. We're talking about a stock Mustang, right? No, I don't want the six cylinder. You can keep that for yourself. I want the eight cylinder, and it breaks my heart that these car manufacturers are trying to go away from the eight cylinder cars and push the six cylinder turbocharged EcoBoost. I'm not with it. I want the big naturally aspirated V8 with a bore on it. You feel me? You do. I know. We think alike. All right, Toyota Corolla. That is another one of those cars that rivals the Civic, right? Now, 19.8% 5-year depreciation with $4,617 from MSRP. Let's take a look at it. I'll tell you this. Toyota Corolla has great engineers and designers. Their newer vehicles look good. So here's the thing. I had a conversation with my brother last night. We were talking about a new truck that he had just bought. And he was speaking with the salesman, and the salesman told him, these body styles aren't going to change for another 4 years. So a lot of the times you can ride around town looking like you have a brand new truck, even though it's 3, 4 years old, because that body style doesn't change. Now let's get into that a little bit more, because when I talked about the newer style Corollas, and I told you that I like them, it's because the body style is constantly changing, and I really, really like what they did with the Toyota Corolla. Some of those Toyota Corolla, I think it's a Corolla S that looks really good. Now, here's the thing, guys. I am all over the spectrum. A lot of people that you follow on YouTube or some of these major media outlets, they're either one or the other, right? You either like really new cars, or you're into the exotics, you're into the lowriders, you're into the off-road. I love it all. And that's the thing that I have to really kind of keep in mind when I'm making videos, because I notice that a lot of people tune out when you bring up a topic or a genre that they're not into, right? So, but y'all know you're with Arizona Riders Club, so we do it all. All right. Take a look at that Toyota Corolla. Economical, looks pretty good. Sedan, family car. You're a young guy with the family or a young mom with the family. This is a vehicle that's perfect for you. All right, let's keep going. Nissan Versa, 19.9% at $3,183. I don't like the Versa. Too small, ugly, not my cup of tea. It's my opinion. I think it's a subcompact, if I'm not mistaken. Wait, what? Okay, I was thinking of something completely different. This is not what I was thinking of. Nissan, oh, Toyota Versa. That was funny. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. It reminds me of the older Nissan Sentras. And believe me, I brought back when I was a youngster, I couldn't afford a lot of cars. I really needed some wheels. I went and got a Nissan Sentra. I mean, I can't even remember how much I bought it for. I think it was like $9,000. Obviously, it was pre-owned. That thing, I ran it into the ground. I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't even remember what I did with it. Oh, you know what? I traded it in for a Cadillac sedan DeVille. Yeah, yeah, I remember that. Took me here and there. Good car, great on gas mileage. Great beginner car, great entry car. Those Nissan Sentras, they're still pushing too. So, but this Nissan Versa is despicable. It's abominable. It's disgusting. What's another word I can use, guys? Give me something. Give me a word in the chat, guys. Is anybody with us? No, it looks like I'm solo right now. All right. Yeah, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'll leave it at that. Okay. Chevy Camaro, 20.2% at $7,981. Almost $8,000 from MSRP in 5 years, guys. Now, I love this car as well. It's a great looking car. Can't go wrong with it. Great sports car, great entry level sports car. The way it looks, I really prefer that convertible. The Z01's obviously great, but we're talking about the stock Chevy Camaro V8. Um, Great car. I've driven quite a few of them. I really like them. And I want to let you all know that I have a lot of car reviews coming up in 2023, so stick with me. I'll have those on the bracket pretty soon here. But back to the Chevy Camaro. It looks good, the contour, it drives good, it sounds good, it puts a smile on your face when you're behind the wheel. Do me a favor, rent a Chevy Camaro just for one day. Get behind the wheel and make some magic happen. All right, so the national average for the vehicles with the 5 year depreciation is 33.3% at $14,049 from MSP. Think about that really quick, guys and gals, for that 8% female viewership that I have. 33%. You are losing a third of the vehicle's price in 5 years. That's outstanding. I shouldn't say outstanding, it's amazing. Wait, which one's this? Vehicles that depreciate the most in 5 years? Oh, wow. That hurts. All right, we're gonna go over to cars.com in a second, but I didn't realize that they had both the best depreciating, the worst depreciating. So let's just run through it really quick. BMW 7 Series, 56.9% at $61,923 from MSRP. You're losing half of the vehicle's value in 5 years. Now, that BMW 7 Series is a big body. We all know that. It does look good. It has the proper amenities. It has great packages. It's just mad expensive. Oh yeah. Wait, what? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Sedan, full size sedan with the horsepower to go with it. Looks beautiful. Smells wonderful. All right. What else do we have here? We've got the Maserati Ghibli, 56.3% at $51,168. That's a shame. Now, the Maserati Ghibli is like the lowest form of Maserati, I believe. After that, they have the Quattroporte, which is a really nice car. I'd go for the Quattroporte, but we're talking about the Ghibli. Let's take a look at it. Not a bad looking car, to be honest with you. If I'm not mistaken, it has a Ferrari engine in it. I don't know if it's just the Gran Turismo, but I do believe these have Ferrari engines in them. So yeah, it's a really good looking car. But from what I hear, man, maintenance is just it's Ferrari price for maintenance. Just put it that way. All right, guys. Now, don't want to deter you from trying to pick it up. Remember, team, we always want to go and test drive these vehicles before we start making purchases, right? And I would suggest that you line up 4, 5 cars that you're interested in, test drive them all. You can go rent one for the day to see if you like it, and then you can make your determination from there. All right, Jaguar XF. These things are boss. Now, here's the thing. And for all the homies over there in England, you guys make horrible cars. Let's just be honest with it. Jaguar sucks from a maintenance standpoint, right? Now, you may say, well, I know what I'm getting into when I'm buying a Jaguar. Here's the thing. I work hard for my money, and I'm sure you do too. I'm not going to waste my money. I want to purchase something that has value and is not dropping 50% in 5 years. Now, understandably, it is a vehicle. What was it? The Jaguar XF? Yeah, Jaguar XF. So, I mean, it's just hard for me to fathom buying one of these and then losing that type of money on it and then also having it in the shop, right? Now, you have to make a conscious decision when you go to buy this vehicle. Let's say that you can't afford to buy it in cash. You know what I mean? We're not all Mr. Moneybags. You can't afford to buy it in cash, so you figure that you want to finance it. Now, you finance this vehicle. Obviously, you're going to need gap insurance because if something was to go wrong, you're on the hook for the difference from the amount that you owe to the amount that the car is actually worth. Now, if this thing is depreciating 54%, $36,000 in 5 years, that's $7,000 a year. So, if we do some quick math, $14,000 in 2 years, and you still owe quite a bit of money on that, right? So, I mean, just think about it, right? You may want to settle for something that's a little bit older or drop a insane down payment so you're covered. All right, Infinity QX80. I believe this is their uh, sports utility vehicle. Yes, it's the big body. Now, I actually like these. I do. I really do like these. I've driven one. I've rode in one. They're comfortable. They're durable. I'm not quite sure how good they are when it comes to towing. I haven't really looked into that, but this to me is more of a city car. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if any of you guys have taken one of these things off road or tried to haul like a boat or some jet skis or something like that. I think the jet skis would be fine depending on how big the boat is. I don't know if this thing would struggle or not, but it is a nice vehicle. It looks like it's depreciating at 52.6% over 5 years at 44,000 under MSRP. Man, Cadillac Escalade. Come on, man. Everybody knows about the Cadillac Escalade. When this thing hit the scene, I mean, it was hard to not look at it. They looked amazing. They still look amazing. I actually saw the brand new version of this thing, and it is boss. Okay, so looks good, has style, has room, great engine, infotainment system is popping. Um, Need I say much more? Luxury vehicle, guys. And man, you're gonna pay for it. 52.3% at $55,000 under MSRP. Mercedes-Benz S-Class. All right, guys. Now this is personal. All right. Let's get into this. Near and dear to my heart is Mercedes-Benz. I really like these things. Now, you have to be very careful with Mercedes. Great cars, stylish, good looking, comfort, luxury, leather, everything's great. The S Class is the top of the top. You don't get any better than that. Now, I am going to keep my eye out for an SL 500. It's just something that I'm looking forward to getting. I believe it has about 400 some odd horsepower, so it's a pretty fast car. But this S Class is a full-size luxury sedan, and they're magnificent. You can't, you don't get much better than this. Now, the only way that you do get better than this is going to an exotic, and we're talking Bentley, Rolls. Um, what else am I thinking of? That's about it, guys. I don't think there are any cars. Now, obviously, they have their competitor, the BMW, and then they have an Audi A8 that kind of, well, to me, the Audi doesn't compare to the Mercedes. The BMW is more of a driver car than it is luxury. This is the full package to me. When it comes to this S series of Mercedes, I mean, it's hard to beat, guys. All right, so 51.9% at $65,375. I know. You're thinking to yourself, why? 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 It's just the way it goes. Some things will never change. All right. What else do we have here? Lincoln Navigator. Big Nate. I had a Lincoln Navigator. I love the Lincoln Navigator. It is a little difficult to work on. It's a Ford product. I don't know if you guys work on your own vehicles or you just take them into the shop. If you just take them into the shop, it is what it is. But if you like to work on these cars, work on these vehicles, change parts, customize it, then you're going to want a vehicle that is engineered well, that does not make it difficult for you to work on it. A lot of these cars, specifically that Lincoln Navigator. Well, hold on. Let me slow my roll, okay? Because we're gonna bring up this picture so you can take a look at this thing. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. Looking good. Looking real good. So, what did I do? Intake manifold gasket. I had to replace that. The air ride suspension bags. I had to replace that. EGR valve, which is crazy. They put this thing under the dash, so you got to rip out all of this stuff just to get to one little valve, which was irritating. Um, so I had a conversation with a mechanic who told me that, oh, and I knew I had a spark plug snap into the to the engine, and so I didn't have the proper tool to get it, but the tool was almost as much as just taking it to the shop to get it fixed. Now, obviously, probably should have just bought the tool because, if I run into something like that in the future, I would have had the tool to be able to fix it. But um, when I was talking to the guy who was taking out the spark plug, he told me he had a V10 Ford, and every single one of the spark plugs snapped in the engine. I said after that, I'm done with Ford. Sorry. Outside of Mustangs, I'll always go grab a Mustang. But I can't do Ford. Sorry, I didn't mean to ramble, and rant. But yeah, Big Nate, I did like my Navigator though. So 51.9% at $41,426. All right, then we have the Audi A6. So here's what I heard about Audi. If you get the A4, the smaller versions, the four cylinders of these Audis are really good. You get the A6 V8, forget it. I owned one, done. The timing belt, you have to pull out the entire engine just to get to the timing chain. And you might as well just buy a new car at that point. I do like the way that these look. I had a couple of Audis, and every time I had an Audi, something bad happened. So I was like, all right, I'm done with Audi. I'm completely already done. But they do look good. Even the hatchbacks look good. The station wagons. You would think, nah. But if you jump into that thing, and even the way that it looks on the outside, it kind of reminds me of a Magnum where it's like half soccer mom, half badass. Uh, The A6 Avant looks pretty good, but the regular Audi A6 is a really good looking car and a really big depreciating car. 51% at $33,331. Volvo S90, very safe. They've made these Volvos look a lot better. Before I continue to speak about the look, 51.4% depreciation at $32,000. The Volvo S90 is a nice car. I like them. They make some really good Volvos. There's a couple of models that I really like. I think it's the T5 or T6. Almost forgot which car we were looking up. All right, good looking car. Very good looking car. Um, in the past, Volvo was very ugly, however, very safe. They have come a long way. I think they're very magnificent cars. They drive well, and if you can get a drop top on your hands, oh, that thing looks so good. All right, what are we going to? Ford Expedition, aka Ford Explosion. Let's take a look. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Good looking SUV. I will say that. Really good looking SUV. I would say that. Again, you guys know I'm biased when it comes to SUV and trucks from Ford. I'm good to go. But if you've had one and you've had a good experience with it, great. To each his own, right? We all have different experiences and we all have some sort of brand recognition or brand loyalty. Do you have brand loyalty? I do. And the reason why is because I look for a brand that is priced great, that is dependable, and I want to get the most out of my money. I have noticed in this new age that individuals are willing to kind of spend money and not really care about the product that they get. But I'm bringing back the frugal perception as well as holding these companies accountable for the products that they provide us. We are going to make them give us the right price for a great product. Now, I don't want to get too far off subject, but let's be real. As soon as things were not American made anymore, the quality of those things went downhill. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. All right. So the national average again is 33.3% at $14,000. That depreciate vehicles that depreciated the least in 3 years: Porsche 911, Toyota RAV4 Hybrid, Jeep Wrangler Unlimited, Porsche 718 Cayman, and the Jeep Wrangler. Top 10 vehicles with the lowest 3 year depreciation. We already just went through that. Vehicles depreciation by segment. Small SUVs, 5 year depreciation. Number one, Jeep Wrangler. Number two, Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. Number three, Subaru Crosstrek. Number four, Honda HRV. And number five, Toyota RAV4 at 23.1% depreciation. Wow. Take a look at that. 30% depreciation over 5 years for small SUVs. All right, let's take a look at the other vehicles. Top five small SUVs. What else do they have? Top five midsize SUVs. Yeah, whoo, 40% for midsize SUVs, and we're going on the national average, guys. Let's see here. Top five hybrids, 5 year depreciation. Okay. Ooh, that hybrid Sonata is 41.5%. Electric vehicles. This one's interesting. All right, so we have the Tesla Model X, 38%, Tesla Model S, 43%. The average of an EV over 5 year depreciation is 44%, which is much higher than a regular car. Here's the thing. I continue to talk about electronic vehicles, and there aren't many benefits of driving an EV. I mean, they continue to push these things, but as we see, the average depreciation is there, the ability to charge these things, maintenance, it's just not looking good. So maybe we'll hold out for a couple of years and the technology gets better, it gets easier. Give me a quick second. I got to take a sippy sip. Excuse me. And so hopefully in the future, because I do want more electronic vehicles on the road. I just think that everyone needs to slow their roll with trying to introduce this into society, because if we continue to try to get rid of fossil fuels without having the infrastructure to facilitate these electronic vehicles, we're going to be in trouble. Okay, small cars. Top five small cars, lowest 5 year depreciation. As you can see, guys, these smaller cars have less depreciation. All right, let's see. Yeah, let's do this one. Sports cars, 5 year depreciation. Subaru BRZ, Chevy Camaro, Ford Mustang. Average is 22.6%. Then you have the Dodge Challenger. It's good to see that Dodge up in there. I haven't seen a lot of Dodge on this list. And then the Mazda MX-5 Miata. Is that a sports car? Come on, guys, chill out. Midsize trucks. Tacoma average is 20.5% depreciation. We got the Colorado, the Nissan Frontier, Honda Ridgeline, all really good trucks, guys. Okay, full size trucks. We got the Toyota Tundra, Ford F-150, GMC Sierra. The average is 31.8%. Chevrolet Silverado, Ram 1500, Nissan Titan XD. Now, I'm going to challenge this list because from what I see, and guys, I'm out there at the car lots. I'm out there at used car lots, new car lots. I'm out at the auctions. I'm looking up for private owners. I'm looking up private owners, see what the values are. I've constantly got my eyes on these vehicles being sold, on what is going on, how much they're being sold for, what the pricing looks like. And I will tell you this, trucks do not lose their value. I have gone to many different places trying to find trucks, and every single time they sell for, I don't think I've seen a truck lose 20% depreciation. I'll just put it that way, especially not in 5 years. You know what I mean? They could say this, but from what I'm seeing, the trucks depreciate a lot slower than vehicles. I had to repeat myself. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? 37 minutes. All right, let's go into the other list. All right, this one is from the US News, cars.usnews.com. 10 cars with the fastest depreciation. It's going to be very similar to the list that we just did. We'll wrap through it pretty quick. Okay, so we got the 7 Series BMW. We've got the BMW X3. I didn't see that on the list last time. 66.5% depreciation. I like these X3s and the X5s. They're good cars. They're good vehicles. Lincoln MKZ with 67.1%. That's pretty surprising. I do like the way that these Lincoln MKZs look. Let's see. When it was new, the MKZ had a starting price of $35,190, with the top trim starting at $47,400. But with depreciation 67.1% over 5 years, the price has dropped by an average of more than $30,000. Ooh, that would hurt. Hold on. So if it's $35,000 and it dropped 30,000, then it would be worth $5,000 in 5 years? That doesn't sound right. Okay, I'm gonna keep my eye on that MKZ because they are luxury cars. Okay, and here we go. Mercedes-Benz S-Class, 67.1%. Just to put it into perspective, they started out at 94.4. Let's just say 100 grand, guys. 67%, it drops $80,000. Now, maybe they're going off the tuning easily top 200,000 because you're not going to buy a 2018 Mercedes-Benz S-Class for $14,000. So it has to go out. It has to be off that second price. So 160 maybe. Come on, guys. Let's figure this out. Something's not right here. Yeah, we're putting them to the test today. Let's go. What did I say? 2018? Now, obviously, I understand that just because it's being sold for a price doesn't mean that that's actually what it's worth. However, it has to be somewhere close, right? So let's take a look at Carfax.com. All right, we are going to search for one with a decent amount of miles. Average mileage per year is what, 15,000? 5 years. That's about 75,000 miles. All right, let's see. We've got one for 49K. Ooh, oh man. Okay, what was that price again? I think 100 grand, right? 94.4? 94.4. Yeah, that's about 60%, man. Whew, 50 grand. How many miles are on that? 47,000? Yeah. Okay. Man, these things lose a lot of value. All right, let's keep going. Volvo S60. I believe the other list had the S90, but the S60 is here. Starts off at, we'll just go 47.2. We're always going to shoot for the top. So about 67% would be what, about 20,000? No, I'm sorry, 25,000? Shoo. Mercedes-Benz E-Class, 69%. 103,000 drops about 70%. That hurts my pocket and my wallet. Maserati Ghibli, that one was already on the list. 70,000, 69%. So this thing should be shooting around 30, 20, 25 grand. That's a shame. Audi A6, 69%. Nissan Leaf, 70%. Isn't the Nissan Leaf an electric? Yeah, electric. It's the only electric or hybrid vehicle on the list. Okay. Starting out at 35K, so they lose about 70%. Jeez. BMW 5 Series, 70%. BMW 77 Series, 72%. And that's the end of the show. All right. I want to thank all of y'all for riding with us. It's 2023. I want you all to get out there, accomplish your goals, make some money, and look good while you're doing it. It's T with Arizona Riders Club. Please ride with us.